Hello and welcome back to the workbench. I've got my arbor press here because today is finally the day. I found the pinions that I think are going to work. These are from Mofo RC. They're not sponsored, but they are the right pinions. These are 0.5 mod, even though the Losi tech support told me 0.3 mod. It is not 0.3, it's 0.5. And the shaft diameter is 1.5 millimeters. And that is the right size for this motor, which is a Surpass Hobby. It is a 1220 8600 kV motor. And it fits in there like a glove because it's 12 millimeters in diameter. The only thing I think I need to do to make this work is adjust these two holes right here, so that they'll go in a little bit further, because I want to try the 8-tooth pinion. I have I have an 11, which is the same size as the stock one, and I have an 8-tooth. The reason the stock one doesn't work is because the motors, you can see here, I have the 55 turn motor here and the brushless motor. You can see the 55 turn motor has some knurling going on right here, and that grips this plastic pinion right here. This motor does not have the knurling, nor does it have a flat in there for a pinion that if it had a set screw. But this pinion is the same diameter, or it's a little bit smaller than that diameter, which is good. So I'm going to try this pinion first to see how it works. Based on my testing, I think that this pinion might be a better bet. But we're going to find out. That's why I got both. If they had a 10-tooth in stock, I would have bought a 10 and a 9. But they only had an 8 and an 11, which is fine. It is what it is. So let's get working on this. As you see, I have this soldered onto here. So pressing this pinion on is going to be fun, but that's okay. Before you press a pinion on, you need to make sure that you can see the shaft in the back here. Now this shaft that I have, it doesn't go in quite all the way. And the worry that I have is when I press this pinion on, it's going to press that shaft through. So I need to be careful on that. You can try to find something to wedge in there. I'm not going to really worry about it. I think that there's enough clearance in this motor that if it does get pressed through, it'll be fine. But I need to make sure that I don't press it too far through. So we're going to press that 8-pin on. I have my handy dandy arbor press here. This is one of the smaller ones I could find. There is a smaller one available on the internet, but it's more expensive than this one was. This is a reenactment of the pinion pressing process. In the spot there, you're going to get your pinion puller part, and the thicker part you're going to put underneath here like that. And then you will press your pinion into place, and then your pinion will be in the right spot. Sorry, I didn't get that on video the first time. Alright, we have the pinion in place. Perfectly set. Let's see. Now the 8-tooth goes in just fine. If you're putting the 11-tooth in, hopefully you're watching this beforehand, you'll have to get the press while it's in here. So does that give me, that does give me enough clearance for the 8 to work. Alright. Let's get this thing screwed up and see what happens. Alright, does it? I think. That is just a little too loose for my comfort. So I'll have to rat file that. Alright, so I got my rat tail file. I'm gonna, oh good, it fits in there. So I'm just gonna work on getting that enlarged a little bit. And it's gonna take a while. So I'll see you on the other end. Okie dokie. I have a battery charged. I moved the capacitor to the side. Seems to fit about the same, but maybe a little better. I don't know. I also moved the radio 90 degrees that way. Well, it seems to fit okay now. Well, it fit okay before, but it seems to fit the same. Didn't really make a difference. Alright, Noble Plus. Am I welcome?
Welcome to Noble Plus.
Thank you. And whoa! Alright, well, let's try that again after losing the capacitor. You just won't run as smooth. So yeah, let's see how it works outside, shall we? After we blew up the capacitor, I mean, what else could go wrong, right? Let's get these wires here a little bit cleaned up. Yeah, those aren't going to cause a problem. Then I still have capacitor goo. Alright, let's see what happens. Because I probably hooked the capacitor up backwards like an idiot. Alright, let's see how she runs. Alright, here we go. First test. Whoa! Alright, here we go. Big jump. Whoa. Alright, other than blowing the capacitor up, I think this went quite well. But we'll get another capacitor and throw it in there on a different day. Not too concerned. Let's see what the RPM is. I am happy with the performance of it, though. I'll give it that. About 4,600 RPM. Lots of torque. Controllable torque. Controllable speed. We'll see how it goes at the track. I'll have another video of it out at the track. Hopefully we'll have somebody out there with another Micro B we can compare. But I am happy with this little upgrade. It took me a long time to get it to work, but I got that little motor in there. It fits just perfect. The only thing I had to do to modify the Micro B was blow up the capacitor. Now it was, I had to print out a new top plate or radio plate that is pretty thin, but it's still pretty. The chassis is still pretty rigid. I don't think that really does anything to for the structural of the chassis. I had to get the rat tail file and file out those parts there to get the pinion to fit. It is an 8-tooth pinion. I could put the 11-tooth pinion in there, and it'll probably be a rocket ship fast and uncontrollable. But this one is pretty quick. It's pretty fast. It's pretty controllable. It's not very warm. I'm sure it'll be hot by the time I get done with a race. But that's for another time. That's for next week. So stay tuned. We'll show you how this runs out on the track. Thanks for watching. And yeah, if you enjoy this content, let me know. If you're into the rock crawlers, let me know. I have one of those, the new SCX 18 or SCX 24, whatever they're called, coming. So I'll have a build series on that and how we modified it. And if you like capacitors blowing up, well, you came to the right place, didn't you?